In this video, Vivi and I will do a beautiful hike in the Swiss Alps. The views were breathtaking and there were almost no people, so we could fully enjoy the nature around us. We even spotted the black-nosed sheep for the first time in our life, so keep watching if you want to find out more. Good morning. We are here in the beautiful canton of Wallis. In the morning it was a bit cloudy, but luckily the weather is amazing now.
Today we explored the area of Bellwald, which is in the Goms Valley, and we both don't know this so far, so let's explore.
Let's do it. Just a few minutes in, we could tell that the Goms Valley is a very beautiful place. The view was stunning. When looking at the map, we started in Bellwald and were heading to Honeggerhorn. Afterwards, we would descend all the way down to Biel. It's a 11-kilometer hike. It's not too long, but there is a lot of difference in altitude. By the way, if you want to do this hike as well, make sure to check out the commute link in the description. At that point, we didn't know that we would see the rare sheep later. So far, it was just a normal hike.
As the ocean throws the water to the shoreline, the blanket on the coast, from the stories old, let the truth be told.
The water pipes you can see right here used to be very important in the past. They were part of an irrigation system that carried meltwater from high up in the mountains down to fields and villages. Built from wood and later from stone, these channels often ran along steep cliffs and were maintained by entire communities. Without them, farming and everyday life in many valleys would have been almost impossible. Even today, they stand as a reminder of how closely people here had to work with nature to survive.
We made it to Spielsee and we really enjoyed the view so far.
This hike is absolutely beautiful. This first part is a bit exhausting as there's a lot of uphill, but I think we did about 50% of the height already. What I really liked about this hike is the changing surroundings. At the beginning we had an amazing view of the Goms Valley. Now we were surrounded by beautiful mountain lakes. This was just the first lake. There was another lake that was awaiting us. At that point it was really steep. It was even more exhausting compared to before. It was a really nice spot to fly with the drone. I think now there's about half an hour left to the top. During the drone flight, you could see some of the surrounding 4,000-meter peaks. Seeing the landscape from above was absolutely breathtaking. As we gained elevation, the landscape became more rugged, and the sense of remoteness grew with every step. The trail was sometimes challenging but never overwhelming, making it a rewarding hike for steady walkers. We were approaching the Honeggerhorn, which would be the highest point of today's hike.
Pretty people sat out in the streets. I think I'm gonna stay in Barcelona, babe. Something tells me I won't be coming home. Maybe I might be better off alone.
We finally made it to the top, and now we eat some lunch before we start the downhill section.
Yes, I think we are both glad that there's no more uphill. Afterwards, there's about 1,400 meters of downhill, so that's quite a lot. So I think we definitely need some new energy. Let's eat something. For lunch we ate an apple, some spicy hummus with bread, and for dessert some chocolate cookies. It's always nice to do a break after an exhausting uphill section. Towards the end of the lunch break it got a bit cold, but in a few minutes that shouldn't be a problem anymore. After the lunch break, it didn't take long before we spotted the black-nosed sheep. They are famous for their black faces, curled horns, and almost teddy bear-like appearance. It was the first time ever we saw them. The sheep were curious and came very close, which turned into a funny situation. There was also a llama. I think its task was to look after the sheep. They watched our every move, standing there like quiet guardians of the alpine meadow. The whole scene felt surreal, with the mountains around us and these unusual animals completely unfazed by our presence. Moments like this are what make hiking in the Alps so special and unforgettable.
There's always something around the corner, something more to be found. And I'm sure the coast of California are beautiful right now. And New York sky shines so bright, but to tell you the truth, honey, I just wanna come to you.
So far the way was not very steep, so I think the real downhill section will start now.
I just did the second flight with the drone, and every time I fly, it takes around 20 to 30 minutes. So if I do that twice a day, it takes around an hour. That's also a reason why we are still high up, so let's continue hiking now. Before it was a bit shady, it was so nice that there was sunshine again. Even though it was summer, it had been a bit fresh in the shade. The highest point of the hike was at 2,700 meters above sea level. Up there it never gets hot. That's something I really like about summer in the mountains, you always have pleasant temperatures. As we were walking downhill, it was getting a bit warmer again.
But I was lost at sea and I never knew. You take me places where the winds don't blow, so I won't let go. The fire and stone in places unknown.
We finally made it back to Biel and we're looking forward to take a shower and have a warm meal.
Today's hike was really awesome. Now at the end we were really fast and luckily the car is only a few meters away. Consider to subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, thanks a lot for watching, I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. In the next video, Vivi and I will do the Seven Lakes Panoramic Trail, which is also in the Goms Valley. It was a bit more crowded compared to this video, but considering how beautiful the hike is, that's not surprising at all. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you like this video, so that you don't miss out on my next adventure.
Today we explore the area of Bellwald, which is in the Goms Valley, and we which we both don't know, so let's explore.
Let's do it.
We made it to the top and now we eat some lunch before yeah. We finally made it to the top and now we eat some lunch before we start the downhill section, and hopefully sorry, this was a fly. This is with a view. We finally made it We finally made it back We finally made it back to Biel and